Boo, do 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 bow 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 bow. Look at this. What do you know? It's some more tabletop simulator. One of these days I'll stop playing this game. All right. We are going into another playtest of the Predator, but wait, there's two boxes out here. What the heck? So SuperTNT has been making a ton of tweaks and stuff like that to Predator. So this is the old box right here with everything still in it, and this is his new one. So I'll be playtesting the new version of it today. So some changes he's made. He's gotten rid of his permanent upgrade. I just killed a gnat. Okay, good day. It's a bad day because there's a gnat in here, but I killed a gnat. All right. So yeah, he's gotten rid of the permanent upgrade, and he has put it on here. So one thing I do need to say real quick is I need to apologize because he has two inserts for Cloak here because he didn't create Cloak, Inkwire did. So he had one here for the rundown of Cloak, and he had one in here that came with the scenario that Cloaked was introduced with, I guess, which would be Shredder by Inkwire. I saw this and I said, oh, this is all the information I need to know about Cloaked because it is labeled Cloaked. And it is not all the information. I didn't look at the rest of this and see that all Cloaked statuses resolve. So I was thinking Cloaked was a little stronger than it was. My throat's starting again. I was thinking it was a little bit stronger than it was because I thought it would stay out longer. But no, that's not the case. All Cloaked status cards resolve at the same time. So that is on me for not having noticed that, though I do wish that part was in the Cloaked description. I don't think it is. It mentions something about like if you were to take 3 damage, it would resolve 2 different cloaks, but that doesn't necessarily say that it is resolving both cloaks at the same time for one attack. He's also made some tweaks to his deck otherwise. I haven't looked through all the notes on that. The big one is that he got rid of this. So now his hero response will set aside Infralock. Infralock has not been when Predator defeats an attachment in him. Oh, it doesn't give him Cloak anymore, though. He's saying something. I think, like, I thought I saw him say something about that, but I couldn't remember exactly where all the changes were. There's been a lot of them. So yeah, that's his deck, essentially. And then as I come across new changes, I'll point them out. I'm going to be playtesting this new iteration of Predator alongside Deadpool, little Ellie Camacho. I almost made a really inappropriate joke for my title, something about partnering a Predator with a 16-year-old girl would have been a joke, but I'm not going to make that joke. I'm not trying to get permabanned. So yeah, we got Ellie Camacho as Deadpool. She's one of those characters who I think she is in a good spot. I need her to get play tested by other people so I can get other people's feedback, because she's one of those characters where I understand everything I'm doing with her. Do other people understand what they'd be doing with her if they hadn't played her before? Taskmaster? Oh, you're behind her leg. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with her. I think she's in a good spot, but I need other people to fucking play test her. I'm going against Klaw, Ulysses. After I got my ass completely kicked by Nebula last night, I think it is time to go back to a villain that I understand and a villain that is a good enough challenge, but not apparently the strongest or second strongest or a top 5 strongest enemy in this game. Even though I saw another thing that Klaw is recognized as a top 5 villain in this game for difficulty. I don't think that's right. Of course, I haven't played all the villains, but I think Klaw is like a good upper level difficulty character. So I don't know about, you know, um, top 5 difficulty. So we're going to go ahead and get this setup done. Also, a playmat. I was up on his Google Drive that I had to upload to actually put it up here. So maybe that's something that on your end you can do at some point. SuperTNT is put it on your drive. Also, I think you're asking how I do that. Well, you can thank whoever does this. Whoever made this asset. It is in the miscellaneous box right here. This right here. All you need to do is, if you have your playmat, you pull out your playmat, you right click on it, and you go to custom, and on the custom is kind of like if you go like here, you go to custom, it gives you these URLs. You want to grab the URL for the playmat and just copy it, paste it in here. Set playmat image. You have to be sitting down at a seat. Whichever seat you're sitting at will give you the predator image or whatever image you're doing, and I'll put it as your background. It's a little convoluted, but it works. It does what it's supposed to do. Hitch's table, like I remember there was a table I used to play on before I started playing on Hitch's table that was extremely easy to just bring them into. That is no longer the case. What is this fucking hand? I don't really play that table anymore because Hitch is kind of, what the hell happened here? What's broken? Fusillade. I think I need to fix that real quick. Event, will this fix it? Yep, it will. That happens. I don't know why that's been happening. Let me shuffle this. All right, let me look at his hand. I think Resolve Mulligans actually happens after setup. Oh, this is a setup. Yeah, that's in. Revealed. Everybody gets a minion. Oh, just first player gets a minion. El Tigre. El Tigre. Chino. Oh, I need to start watching Community again. That's such a good fucking show. His hand's actually pretty damn good. Does he still search for an upgrade? Yeah. So I guess I'll see what changes he's made to his upgrades, since I know there was some discussion about that. Everything else in his hand, like, really, really good. I'm gonna have to get wrist blades out. I might have to get Jungle Stalk out. I think his starting hand is actually perfectly fine. I don't have any of his major upgrades, but this hand, except for Homemade Teleporter, it can go away. I could probably keep Endurance. Get rid of the rest of this. Draw 4 cards. This is still pretty bad. Now I have like the photographic reflexes, awesome card. It's pretty much just a hero port of his of Taskmaster's photographic reflexes. All right, first player, as always. I've shuffled all this shit in here. Let's begin the game. So I will start by searching for one of his upgrades. So the bio helmet has not changed. Okay, I honestly don't think it needs to. It was perfectly fine. There are some boomer bust turns with it, because you could easily get a 0. You could get a 0 as easily as you can get a 3 or a 3 boost in most cases, or 3 icon in most cases. So on average, you're usually getting 1 or 2. so it's not overpowered. Um, I know that one of the examples brought up for it being balanced was Ironheart. I wouldn't say Ironheart is a good comp because Ironheart is there is no guessing. You know what you're going to get with Ironheart's. I think it's her thrusters are the equivalent. Um, and some like you might not even have a lot of turns where you can have her on stage 3 and be having that remove 3 threat each turn. Um, and also usually by the time you can start removing 3 threat for each time, the villain can probably place 3 threat each round as well. But buy a helmet is fine. It is fine. It's a strong card with some whiff. All right. So that didn't change. I don't think the plasma caster changed. No, it doesn't need to either. Oh yeah. I'm not entirely sure this happens when he comes out. So this happens when this flips. It's part of the setup. So I don't think it would have hit Parallax because Parallax is part of the setup. But Tiger Shark is not part of the setup. He's part of the win revealed. So I think Infralock will go on this, but it would not go on Parallax. All right. Now that I've justified my reasoning there, I'm going to grab his Plasma Caster in this case. Shuffle, flip this, spend 2 for the Plasma Caster. I'm going to spend 1 for the blades. I will spend. Do I want to? Because I can spend 1 and get the alien out, but I wouldn't be able to. I'd be able to defeat one of them. I could defeat one of them off rip. Do I want to get? Yeah, you know what? Let's jungle stalk my alien in. Which will get this. Actually, that's a hero action, so I would have flipped first. All right, so I no longer get cloaked when I flip. So he no longer has the Colossus style ability. Also, I couldn't have attached any of these to, so this one can't actually have it because this would have revealed when I was an alter ego. So yeah, that actually fixes that problem right there. It used to be when it was on the upgrade, it was just a response. So that's where the confusion was coming from. Now that's not on the upgrade, it cannot get it attached to Tiger Shark. So that right there kind of shows where I need to be at right now. I'm no longer cloak though. I will hit for 3 onto the. I mean, I could do 3. I could kill Tiger Shark, but I would not. I would not get to threat removal, but I would get a cloaked. Yeah, see, these changes have forced me to think in new ways. WT fuck. I will actually. No, I can't defeat the Tiger Shark because he doesn't have an upgrade attached to him. And I cannot defeat. So I can defeat the Xenomorph and overkill the hell out of him. But that's just what I got to do. So there's Xenomorph dead. I remove 3 threat from this because it is a side scheme. That's the only thing I can remove threat from. His turn. is a little done. Yeah, it's done. On to Ellie. Okay, the reason I don't like this hand is because all of a sudden I have all my good cards in my hand. So, fuck. Ellie is just going to go ahead and flip. I don't have her suit, which is her biggest card. I do have her homemade teleporter. I do have her photographic reflexes, which are probably the two cards I want to play the most right now. So this and these two for this. So this will keep me protected. And this will give me +1 thought, which will overkill the hell out of something. I'm going to use an action to get... Let's get my shield back in here. Why did the whole... Oh my god, why did the whole thing flip? Doesn't matter. I will remove the last threat from here. Damn it, game. Remove the last threat from here. And I'm just going to let Tiger Shark have his way with Predator. That's what he came here for. That would be a pretty fun fight to see, honestly. Yeah, end turn. Draw hand. Shikla! Pulls rush in. It's stab and time. There's the suit! Alright. There's her super suit. This will allow her to heal. Every time she's activated again, she gets to heal. And then ready him. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright, so he's got his thwart outs. 1, 2. Alright. Activates against Predator. Oh yeah, he should have a cloak status. So against his attack, he will just take it. So this will be at a -2. Jesus Christ! 5 damage, so this is 3 damage. Ow. Ouch. I'll just take this. 1, 2, 3. He gets a tough status, which doesn't really matter because it's piercing. Attacks Ellie Camacho. Ellie will just take it. It's not a forced response. Oops, one more. 2, 3. I will photographic reflexes out of this to deal 3 damage back. This and this. Encounter and encounter. Oh, nice and early. Oh, this might be a little mean. This might be rough. Xenomorph Prey. This comes in with 6. A queen. When revealed, each player must either choose to take 2 or exhaust. I'll take 2, and she'll take 2. And these get shuffled in. Alright, nice quick start here. It's 12 hit points. Ignore my auto clicker on my mouse. I'm not cheating. And discard a card at random. So 2. And please, for the love of fucking God. You know what's going back in my deck? This. Use this. I usually like using that for enhanced reflexes or photographic reflexes, but no, I can't do fucking that. I'm going to make a copy of the hazard icon. So the way how she works is when she copies an icon, they help strengthen her cards. So I can hit the Xenomorph Queen for 6. Or I can remove 5 threats from a scheme. Which might, what does this one do? He cannot get cloaked, and for each status card in play, which there was 1 actually. So, alright. So actually 7. So I would have to, yeah, let's pulls rush in to remove 3 threat from a scheme and then remove 2 threat from the scheme. So 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2. Deadpool will remove 3. Drop this. And get rid of that. Losing my armor sucked so much ass. Like, really. Oh yeah, this, I should have had this on him. Or her, excuse me. It is the queen. My queen! Alright. I can... Decisions here. I can Fusillade, exhaust this to deal 5 damage to the queen. And then surprise move and attack the queen for another, looks like 5 damage. And then plasma caster her for 3. Now all that to kill the queen. So let's do that. Let's plasma cast for 3. I'm going to attack with using this for a surprise move. Oh no, actually, no, because I do this last because that readies me. Suspend the 2. Sonic sound. Sorry for the spine rip as I Fusillade, exhaust this to deal 5 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Was that really? I haven't done his attack yet. Attack with surprise move for, this will do 5. So the queen is dead. Long live the queen. I remove 2 threat or 3 threat, so 2 threat. It also readies me, and I will hit Tiger Shark for 3. And flip. And I'll search for an upgrade and then end my turn. Yep, that is the other important card here. Yep, that ends everything. It was in the middle of the deck, so I did kind of need it. I don't know why that came in awkwardly. This, and I think I'm going to keep Shikla, just so I can copy her shit later. This is a hand. All right. 2 attacks Ellie. Do I take this? I forget to give him another boost card too. Let me take a drink. Hey Kaji, hey Kaji. I made another tweaked Atlas about 40 minutes ago. His, what is it? His rapid growth or rapid expansion it now has an either or text on it as well. Because I understood the thing about him possibly staying in gigantic form for too long using it, because it could place 2 counters on him and keep him that much longer. So now if he is in giant form, it'll still give him the 2 counters and draw him a card. If he is in gigantic form, it will give him just a single counter, so it'll give him 1 more turn, essentially. And it will ready him as well. And that is how it's worded right now. Alright. Attacks Ellie. Ellie's just gonna take this for 1 damage. Almost went open, remove threat. Schemes for 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and then 1. And counter. This card gains Surge. Find the Xenomorph. Oh, Jesus Christ. Put in play, engage with you, and attach this card to it. Rude. I just killed this fucking thing. It does get infrared locked, though. Infra locked. So there's no attacks. Say search. Counter deck and discard pile for a massive evil minion. Yep. All right. This has been a not so great start for our heroes. Whirlwind, Melter. I think Melter is usually go-to for this. All right. Shuffle. First player. Oh yeah, he gets locked. All right. I have things to kill. I don't have any attacks in my hand. I should honestly. Let's go ahead and get this in. Gets 5 and assault. I will get Man on the Wall in. I'll exhaust Man on the Wall to get this in for free. I'll exhaust this. Does it still look? Let me look. Yeah. All right. So 2 icons to remove 2 threat from a scheme. This has assault, so I can't do it from there. So remove it from the main. I do not have a lot of attack. I will deal the 3 damage I need to heal. Oh, wait, but if I heal, I can't kill him. Hold on. But if I don't heal, then I'm probably dead. Hold on. So let's not do this damage yet. Actually, I am an alter ego, so I cannot actually put this on either of them. Neither of them are locked. That is rough now. That is a rough thing to lose. In that case, oh man. I'd need to heal. It needs to be a heal. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll use his ability to search for an upgrade. This is slightly weaker now. Is it from his deck or just his deck? Do I have upgrades remaining? Yes, I do have Blood Rage. And I have Yarnborn. I have Valkyrie's weapon. Let's get Valkyrie's weapon in. Not that it matters, because I really want this. This is what I want. What I really, really want. I can flip. Also, I couldn't have done this in alter ego form. So I have to flip to justify it. Now I do that. Now I do this for only 2 damage, so I can't even defeat Tiger Shark. Ooh. Who do I want to hit for 2? Like who do I not want to kill right now? Let's hit for 2. Oh man. Yeah, it's a little bit rougher now. His life is a little rougher. All right. Do I have anything to copy? No, because there's no icons on this. There's no icons on any of this. So I think I'm gonna pay this to get Sheikla out. That way I can copy her icon. Yeah. And then I will spend 2 on its stabbing time. So I can deal 4 damage to an enemy and 2 damage to an enemy with piercing. So I can do 6 damage, essentially. And it's an extra attack. So if I were to attack the queen, I'd get retaliated against twice. So let's defeat him. And deal 2 damage here. Sheikla will deal 2 damage here. What should I do again? Action, exhaust her, deal 1 damage to her, discard stats card. Okay. I forgot what she does, and I made her. I will remove 3 threat from a scheme. This is assault, so not me. 1, 2, 3. Exhaust to get a Deadpool card back. It's going to have to be photographic reflexes. It's not just Deadpool, it's Pool or Deadpool. Flip And end her turn. So 6 cards for her. Hey, the daggers. Stab, stab, stab. Stab, stab, stab. Stab your booty. Almost want to get rid of Yarnborn to 3. Not going to. Alright, so we made it at least a little easier for him because he no longer has minions engaged with him. Alright. 1, 2, and then 3 because she has an acceleration. Attacks Predator. Taking it. For 4 damage. Okay. Why is every time I take the damage, he gets good damage? Schemes against her for 4. Ow. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1 from the queen. Surge. Oh yeah, and this happens because I'm actually in hero form this fucking time. And then this guy. The Xenomorph attacks you. So it whiffs. I did get verification, or not verification, confirmation from SuperTNT that this will whiff, which I'm completely fine with because she hits like a fucking truck. All right. Over here. All right. What do I have? I have every single thwart I can possibly ask for. I can heal up to full. I will flip. I'll spend 2 on the shock daggers, and I'll spend 2 on the sense of justice. We're just gonna have to probably let this scheme out. I will thwart for 2 with Shikla. Not that it matters. Unless he kills all his minions, that doesn't matter. All right, over here. I really want to get this in. I kind of really need to have this in play. So let's get the Alcha trophy room. Why do I have Fuselot in my hand? I will exhaust the Plasma Caster to flat out delete this guy. That gets me a counter on here. Oh, wait, actually, hold on, wait. Before I kill this guy, this gives me next card to play this phase reduced by 2. I can, um, hmm. So let's actually get this in. I like these a lot, but I think I get better use out of this. 16. Again, ignore the autoclicker. Then I do the 3. And then this procs, which will remove 2 threat from a scheme. And I no longer get cloak after I defeat him. Okay, I do get cloak. So he's got 2 health. Let's buy a helmet upgrade. 3 threat. Oh, I thought I was going to scheme out. I might not anymore. So I can attack for 5 on the queen. Or 6 on the queen, because I have 4 attack. That's, I have 1 here now. Is not an awful idea. Because this guy ain't shit. I don't care about this. Let him stay. He's fine. He's a friend. He friend. Let me smack the queen. I don't know, I'm discarding this. I accidentally put it in her hand. So this is 4 damage, 6 damage. So we'll knock the queen halfway out. Did I not use this on her turn? Thought I did. Did I read it? Oh, yeah, hold on. Let me quickly use that on her turn as well. Call for action. There you go. Probably get stab. It's stabbing time in, or pulls rush in. One of these two. Let's get pulls rush in actually. That is a little bit weaker on threat removal. So 6 damage. I get retaliated against for 1. He's got nothing else he can really do. I could put Yarnborn in play. Yeah, let's just fuck it. Let's get Yarnborn in play. Yeah, that ends his turn. 2, 3, 4, 5. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, the sand. I really want me to kill a single target. The hell out of a single target here. 5. I've got a lot of damage incoming here. And I don't have a photographic reflexes. Maybe I should have... No, I'm fine. I'm fine. 1, 2, 3. Attacks over here. I could let Shikla take this, but I'm not going to. I'm going to defend for 2 damage. Oh, Jesus Christ, really? Teamwork means it activates, right? Hold on, wait, I'm dead. Oh, hold on. For minion with the teamwork trait, enters play and engages a player if there's at least one minion that shares the minion that just... Okay, only the minion that enters play, which... Oh, I'm still dead. Shikla is gonna have to block something here. um, uh, so it enters play and immediately attacks me for 2. So Shikla is gonna take 2 damage. Then I get hit for 3. Then I get hit for 2. Oh, fuck me, man. Fuck me. Oh, wait, excuse me. 1 more damage because she's got 4 attack. Attacks Predator. Owl. Hold on, I have barely a scratch. I can prevent 1 damage. Oh, prevent 1 damage. I doesn't seem like enough, but I kind of need that. He's just taking it. It's 1 damage. And then 1 damage from the little nerd engaged with him. Encounter. If this is an attack, I'm dead. Dead. Okay. Okay. You know what? It's funny, like I've lost 2 games of Predator so far. And all the buzz was that he was overpowered. Hmm. I even lost one with his old build. So okay, that was an awful turn. Fuck this drone. Fuck this drone in particular because that got me killed. That was 4 damage. I mean, Shikla blocked 2 of it, but yeah, Klaw resoundingly beat me. Getting the queen out in the second turn while I was still setting up the table kind of fucked me. So let me pull up the cast table again. Ignore all the things. Should probably get rid of that figuring things out board. I broke the board on accident. So ignore all these now about to be deleted justice cards. Get all these back in their box. Because I was looking at building Nightwing. Not doing that right now though. Just gonna roll on to another game. Nothing happened. This is the first game of the day. I don't lose. I never lost in my life. I'm a winner. I'm a winner. Everybody knows I'm a winner. There's Cloak. There's Cloak. There's the hit point counter. Got my ass beat. That was a rough game. This is extra. I don't need this. This is this hero. Do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I think I want to get my revenge on Klaw. Let's grab Klaw again. I lost that game quick. That was so I've been streaming for 41 minutes. I had about a 5-minute start of like explanation and bullshit. That was like a 35-minute game that Klaw just completely pushed my shit in. Why'd that fling over there? Klaw, though, we're going to get our revenge on Klaw. Recall. I didn't save that asset. Who am I grabbing this time? Am I grabbing Deadpool again? Man, that was like Deadpool had like a rough start as well. I think I think I'm gonna grab Deadpool again. Let's just grab Ellie again. She needs a revenge. Need to grab these. Hey, look, now we can actually see me get the playmat out. So let's go ahead and copy this. Put it in here. So playmat. There's Deadpool. Now I'm going to switch to this seat because let me hide my screen so you guys don't get to see all the files on my computer when I do this. Let me hide my screen so you guys can't blackmail me. This. I don't have to hide my screen anymore. Look at that. We got a Predator playmat. Where'd that come from? Again, TNT, this is a good opportunity for you to put this in your actual table. Otherwise, people will have to import this themselves off of your Google Drive, which is not fun. Oh my God, I just lost it? Are we being... Oh, because I was already seated there. This over here. This over here. I'm going to be stubborn, damn it. I'm going to be stubborn. Give me back my Deadpool. We're not done. No, we're giving me back my playmat. Give me back my goddamn playmat. Game. Taking it away from me. Fucking rude. Alright. Oh yeah, I didn't pull out the aggro deck, did I? Got distracted. I don't need anything else from in here, because it is extra nemesis and something else that kind of doesn't matter in this case. I don't know why I'm shuffling that. It's the same goddamn thing for each one. Flip these two in here, shuffle it in. This gets one additional. This goes up to 12. His hit points are 24. All right. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Damn, Tiger Shark again. I know there's only like 4. No, actually, there's only 4 Masters of Evil minions, but there are several basic bitch dudes. His hand 3, 4. This is getting a lot of deja vu in here. Oh, I actually have the bio helmet this time. This hand is rife with things I want to play. Get her 6 cards. Hey, got an enhanced reflexes off the top. Quick learner, also a good card. This card was made because there are going to be games where you just can't get icons to copy. So this will make them. She's gonna mulligan this, draw 2 more. This is awesome. All right, I got photographic reflexes and the Deadpool suit. His hand might be. I'm not going to need this off the bat. I'm not going to need brawn. Let's get these 2. Jesus Christ, I was kind of hoping for things that I could use to spend without an issue. Which, I mean, I can spend both of these without an issue. It's not the biggest deal in the world. All right. We are good to go and start this game. Let me use his ability to get the plasma caster. All right, now that I have every single card I want to play in the entire game in my hand. 1, 2, to get the plasma caster. This is just a hand of every card I want to play. It really is. I want to play all this. This sucks. This sucks so bad. These are 3 cards that I need to play. So I think what I'm going to do is just do this to get at least the wrist blades out, and hope my next hand can start getting me these things out. Flippy-doo. Use plasma caster to do 2 damage. Fuck my asshole into pieces. This is my plastic fork. 2 and 3 more. Oh, that'll end the Predator's turn. All right, right off the rip, the suit. The suit. So every time an enemy activates against her, she gets counter, and then she has to take an action to heal herself with all her counters. That'll stop her from just like building up, or any player from just building up non-stop counters here. Hurting a little bit on my thwarting this game, but I should be fine. Let's just go ahead and kill the Tiger Shark. Actually, if I keep it on him, he at least gets a cloak status. It is, however, 3 damage, plus whatever the hell Klaw is going to do. So I'm actually going to kill this one. But that'll end the turn. 5. Shikla and Taskmaster. Deadpool and Cutie Pool, look at them. All right, it's over here. I'm going a little crazy. All of here is up. You know what? I might actually play this. No, these are the more important cards. Jesus Christ, when you have so many cards you want to play. 2 attacks Pred. He's just going to take for a whopping no damage, and he's exhausted. Jesus, I love that. You love it every time. Every time. Attacks Deadpool. She's going to take it. 3 damage. And a counter on this. Should I want to pop? No, because then I'd have a counter on this that I wouldn't be able to use because I would have taken no damage. So I'll just take the 3. So it is searching counter deck and script off for a Masters of Evil minion. We all know who it's going to be. Going to be Melter. For those of you wondering what just happened, I accidentally, when I right-clicked to search, I accidentally hit reset, which took this back into the deck. Hero form attacks you. If this stack deals damage, place one threat in the main scheme. Well, it's not going to do damage because I'm just going to photographic. Slightly more disappointing this time, but we're going to hit him with 2. So it does not do damage, so no threat gets placed. And I get another counter here. First player. Forced action these 2 to heal 2. I will spend 2, 3 on Shikla, and I will immediately copy her icon. No, that's fine. I don't. No, it's not. That's where I want my damage to be. Copy her icon. So now I have Shikla and Deadpool, which will both combine to knock this out of the park. The good old days when we didn't have, what's it called? Not Insight. The other one. The other one that when it comes out, it automatically places threat. Sorry, stretching. Good stretch. Oh, very good stretch. Oh, that was an amazing stretch. And taking a swig of tea. All right. I cannot play anything else. Taskmaster is a good card. I could use this, but I've already used my abilities once per turn. Probably should put it in once per phase. So on to the Pred. This for the Ultra Trophy room. I don't like being exhausted. I really want to get the Hall of Heroes out. I really do. But the bio helmet might be the most important thing. So let's get the bio helmet out. Which one does he do again? You must block with an ally. Yeah, I don't give a shit about that. This for 1 threat remove. This for, oh yeah, Melter should have one of these on him. So 3 damage. And end his turn. This, I accidentally exhausted this for the plasma caster. Same difference. 2, 3, 4, 5. As long as I know I'm doing it and not accidentally doing it twice. Oh, Valentina Vong. Or is it Valentine Vong? Is it Valentine or Valentine? I imagine it's Valentine. Usually Valentine is for names. Oh, barely a scratch. So I'm a little bit less upgraded on her, but I do have her Deadpool suit, which will help her stay alive. All right. 1, 2, 3. Does the acceleration on Shikla. Attacks Deadpool, she will take it. For no damage. And she gets this. And then he attacks for 1. So I'll just take the 1 because I'm about to heal for 2. Attacks Pred. Pred, what does this one do? Paid for using an energy, which I do have. So I'll just take it. This is 2 damage. I'll use Shark Gold to pay for the shadow counter. So I prevent 3 damage. Paid for using energy, which I did. I get it cloaked. And he attacks me for 3. The cloaked will proc and stop 2 of it. And I will have my revenge. Encounter, oh yeah, speaking of revenge. Boom. Badoosh. This guy, toughness. I think I forgot to put toughness on him last game, but you know what? It didn't matter because I lost immediately. All right, we are rife with Masters of Evil. All right, over here. I can mean swing. Oh yeah, and this little asshole gets one of these. So if I do this, I ready myself if I defeat the enemy. Oof. Oof. Decisions. Actually, it would be on him because he came out first. So I have... Let's do this and defeat him. Yeah, let's defeat him. This pops, he's gone. I get a counter on this. Nope, not this. It's this. This is the attack one. I remove 2 threat from a scheme. I will. I mean, I can attack and defeat the armored bitch immediately. So what do I got? Use this and the one for surprise attack, surprise move, to deal 5 damage, defeat the guy with the tough. This happens. Also, I am now cloaked. I lose the cloak, and then I get the cloak back. For defeating another minion, I remove 2 threats. I ready because that's what this does. That's what this does. I'll exhaust this to. That doesn't even matter. I can at least. It doesn't change the game state though. So I don't actually think I can do this. Get +3. So let's exhaust this. Attack this guy right here with a mean. Actually, what am I at? Not quite enough. So I defeat Whirlwind, which would lose my cloak and give me my cloak back. And get another counter back on this. Actually, I should have another counter because I killed this dude. And that'll end his turn. I might just let this dude hang out so he can farm enemies. Decisions. First things first. 1, 2. There. I can get a good amount of damage with its stabbing time. Or, hear me out, Taskmaster. Why did you go there and not in here? Taskmaster! I will immediately copy his hazard. Let's deal 4 damage. Damn it, game. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm currently sitting at 1 attack. Awesome. I'm awesome like that. So I'll just smack for 1. And that'll end her turn. Deadpool. 5 cards. Hey, shock daggers. That'll get me an additional attack. I can't use them to kill anybody, but that is what it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bug. 1, 2, 3. Oh, is attacking. Is it Predator's turn? It's Predator's turn, I guess. I feel like I missed a turn. Attacks Predator who doesn't give a shit. No damage. And then 1 damage. For no damage, because I'm cloaked. Attacks over here onto Deadpool. That's after. Attacks over here on Deadpool. Deadpool will just take it. What does she care? 2. Why is all the big damage here? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1. She gets 2 counters because she was activated against twice. Counter and counter. Villain attacks. Not an issue. Just taking it again. Okay. Slight issue. 5 damage. That was not great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ugh. I was going to start stabbing. Oh, man. Oh, man. Daddy. Doug. one way or another. I got enough to worry about multitasking to get Deadpool into play. All right. Oh yeah. You're on this. That's route 2. Oh, if I attack him, I get retaliated against. Can we call it? Do you have one of each? Yeah, I can call for an action. Actually, I don't even need Ghost Protocol. I can keep Bug. Yeah, call for an action, so he can do this. To get rid of this. So that I am free to Taskmaster for 2, Deadpool for 3, because I have 2 copies out. I thought about making them, each Deadpool gets +1 attack, +1 thwart. It is an idea, because it would make her temporarily really strong, but it also incentivizes you to not use him ever and just keep him into play. So I've thought about that, but it's probably not going to happen. All right. The The Predator. Predator. I will Plasma Cast. Either one of them, it doesn't matter. Beats him, moves 1, I get Cloak back. I will attack this one. There's no threat to remove. He dies. I lose my Cloak on the attack and get it back. That's 2 enemies gone. I can Spine Rip the shit out of something, but I'm not gonna. Actually, you know what I will do? No, I won't do it. I'll do this though. Why? There's nothing I can. There's no game state for me to change anymore. Ready? Draw. 2, 3. Fun. 4:20 in the morning thoughts. Oh yeah, I'm in the flipper, by the way. Oh, she should have healed by 2. Still gonna flip her. Hey, the X Factor variant from Wolverines and Deadpools. Oh, the Preston family. Ooh, shock daggers. I've had that. All right, 1, 2, 3. Schemes for 4. Attacks Predator, who is just in the mood to just take it. He doesn't give a shit. 4. Nothing, but he gets exhausted, so fuck you, and discards a card at random from his hand. Yeah, one of the 2 Spine Rips. Figured that was coming. All right. Encounter. Ooh, we're out. Also, this. I need to get a counter here. Oh no. I hate caught off guard so fucking much. I would rather get quick struck and lose a game than have to discard my fucking upgrades. Oh my god, I hate that so goddamn much. Oh, right over here. Also, both of you get one of these. And remove that 3. So I generate 3 water resources for this. This will get overkill, so we're going to hit this one for 5 overkill. 5. There's 2. I get cloaked back. Oh, actually does. Oh yeah, I'm exhausted from the card. That's why I'm exhausted. I get my cloak back. This I know would actually have that some. I actually now have 2 cloaks. Actually, now have actually now have 2 cloaks because I defeated an enemy. So I have 2 cloaks. Or 2. I forgot to get 2 counters on this because I defeated 2 minions. All right, ends his turn. Actually, should I flip? I yeah, let's flip. Ellie Bear. Immediately I need to get. Well, this is useless now because my life sucks. Pools Rush In would do so much, but at the same time, threat has been no issue. Preston family is a good. Oh man, I have to get rid of shock daggers. So that's fine. Let's get the Preston family in. Actually, let's not get rid of the shock daggers, which have just shuffled themselves into my discard pile, because I can use ingenuity to pay for part of that, and then search for a Pool or Deadpool card and add it to my freaking hand. Well, I know what I'm grabbing. This can't play it, but heal. I don't even need to flip right now. I can just keep my 6-card hand size. I will thwart 2, deal 2, deal 2. Ready. 4 cards. Oh, I forgot that he was an alter ego. You know what? Who cares? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Schemes. 3. Schemes. 4, 4. Encounter and encounter. Guard tough. And Jesus, I hate this. The stun one. Yeah, that one's no bueno. No bueno egg. All right, what do I want to play from her hand? I'm just kind of hoping for some like really awesome stuff, but let's exhaust this. Is it? Oh my god, it is search my deck, and I added this from my discard pile. So let's do it twice. Oh look, a photographic reflexes, and this is upgrade. They're both upgrades. I forgot I made that change to it. Because now it works in conjunction with her teleporter, which will put them in the deck, and then you can use this to get them back. All right. So the teleporter is a big deal. The shock daggers are a big deal. The photographic reflexes are a big deal. Its stab in time would dominate a board right now. Heroic Intuition would just be nice to have, but I don't need it to get this. Exhaust. To get a Deadpool or Pool card, we'll get my goddamn suit back in. Thank you very much, please. I'll spend 1, 2 to get photographic reflexes. Where do I get? Do I get my shock daggers? Yeah, let's get the photographic reflexes. I will flip. I do not have the resources to deal with this. Remove 3. 1, 2, 3. Remove 2. Remove 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Remove 2. He dies. I get rid of one of my icons to bring him back to life, and then I'll put the icon back on. I forgot to do this. Oh well. Too late. Way too late. And that's going to end her turn. All right. She's kind of online. She would like to have her suit back. She would like to have her daggers out, but she's pretty much online. All right. Also, again, I forget. I'm trying to keep track of way too much. Oh, wait, I'm in alter ego. I don't do this anymore. Heal. 1, 2, 3, 4. Flip. Let's get this out. My Corona. Savage Strike is amazing. I do not need it in this instance. It is really good for if the queen's in play. All right, so I'm at 4 attack. Let's do this. Let's move 2 threats. So this would not be hitting with piercing. So this guy can stay with me a little longer for all I care. Because I've cloaked. I don't have 2 cloaks. So let's hit for 2. I don't have the resources. Scheisse. Scheisse, scheisse, scheisse. Did I spend for this? These 2 and this? I would not have... Well, I can 3 to play this, and then just burn all 3 of these for the resources I need to get rid of his stunner. And then next turn I can use this for whatever card I get in my hand. End turn. 3. Won't give me my suit back. It's 7 cards left, so watch it be like the last card of my deck. Jesus Christ, resources. Oh, too many cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Attacks Deadpool. Deadpool. I'll just take this for 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. And one of these cloaks disappears to stop the other damage, as it is a force thing. Did I want to do anything? Nah, I'm not going to photographic on this. Attacks over here. Again, I'm just going to take this for 3. 1, 2, oh, 1. This is gone. That was 11, right? So, yeah. And then 1 from the armor guard. Oh, actually, wait. They both burn on that 1 damage. So I take 2 more. Discard cards until a Masters of Evil is revealed and put it into play. Engage with me. Rude. Rude. So very rude. Radioactive man. Radioactive. Jesus Christ, really? Really gonna make me go through this. Alright, what do I got? What do I got? Well, I do have this dude marked. So he's going to get plasma casted for 3. And then I'm going to attack this guy for 4 and kill him. Because I have piercing. I get 1 here. I will then... Oh yeah, and then I get a cloak. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Let's just spend the 2 on Savage Skewer. So 4 damage. Which remove 3 threat from a side scheme. So let's get rid of 1, 2, 3. Use this. Whiffs. There's that whiff potential. Let's spend 2 to Savage Skewer the villain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Would have had another cloak. So I can actually discard one of them to stun him. and end the turn. See, by what I'm doing right now is when he goes to his next form, he's going to get the Immortal Klaw. I will have some threat removed from the Immortal Klaw. So I am preparing. All right. This to shuffle a Pool or Deadpool in. Let's get my photographic reflexes. Show me potato salad. I was about to say I should heal, but I don't have the freaking card. There's a lot of acceleration out. I kind of need to deal with that. This and this. God damn it, stabbing time would do so much damage. I'll deal 3 damage to the villain. Because it's 1 plus however many copies I have. I have 2 copies. Let's remove 6 threat from Masters of Evil. I like how anybody can honor the hunt. This might be one of those things where I would say that only Predator can remove threat from this. If I was making it. Stabbing time or pulls rush in. I can use its stabbing time to clear this out completely. Because as it's written right now, anybody can remove threat from it. I will thwart for 3 off the main. Yeah, off the main. Actually, do I want to do that, or do I just want to hit him for 2 and move him to the next phase? Yeah, let's hit him for 2. Move him to the next phase. So he comes in with 46 hit points. Yeah, that's a good idea. I will 1 and 2 to 4 justice. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get rid of this. And we drop it down by 10. So, productive. I am being productive. Ends her turn. I will draw my 4 cards. Who does in the last hand? Oh. Rude. 2, 3. It is 4:30 in the morning. I'm allowed to complain all I want. 1, 2, 3, 4. Attacks over here. He's just going to take it because he has a cloak. So this loses 2 damage, and it fucking didn't do jack shit, really. Would have been 1 damage. And now he's exhausted. Attacks over here. I think Deadpool might block this. Yeah, Deadpool's going to block this. He's not even dead. Oh shit! You are stunned. So you didn't even attack him. So he'd keep this, and he wouldn't be exhausted. Your stun goes away, and then these actually happen over here to Deadpool, which he is still blocking. So this would have been 1 damage, which he still would have survived. And if this damages you, it does not damage me. So I'm actually fine. Alright. Encounter and encounter. Surge. Guard tough. These sound like things that are going to get hunted here. This is actually a very appropriate looking thing right here for a predator to be hunting. And after he attacks, go most tough. Alright. And he gets one of these friendly little things as well. One of these friendly little guys. Alright, this. And barely a scratch to get another photographic reflex in. Both of these to get the Taskmaster shield in. I don't have a new emblem, do I? No, I do not. Oh, I am target rich right now. Deadpool will attack Tiger Claw. 3 damage. And then, because he dies, I will sacrifice this to bring him back. And then this. I'll use my ability to place this back out here. This one will get me a Polar Deadpool into my deck. I think I will take Quick Learner. Let's start getting war out here. Feeling risky. Do I actually want to use this right now? Deal 3 damage to 2 enemies. Taskmaster and Shikla will remove 4. I will remove 3. And I'll flip. I have 2 photographic reflexes. I want my goddamn suit back in my hand. So let's make sure my goddamn suit gets back in my hand, please. Spend 1 on self-destruct, immediately exhaust, and get a counter on it. Wrong counter. This counter. And these 2 to Fusillade for 5 damage onto Tiger Shark. He is defeated. Remove 2 threat from a scheme, which will just remove 1 from there. Gets me a counter here. Didn't mean to do that. That does nothing. I will personally attack this guy. Also, I would have gotten a cloak for defeating an enemy. And now both cloaks proc on this poor soul who dies. And then I get a cloak back for defeating an enemy. Plasma cast this guy. Actually, I want to keep him out so I can get threat removal later. Let's use the Plasma Caster because it is an attack to remove 2 from here. I've kind of been dragging ass a little bit on that. This one I have. So this can, because these only get threat removed on basic attacks and thwarts. So this can remove threat from it because it is not a thwart. It is just removing threat. So let's remove threat. 3. This is dead. This is gone. I'm not going to use it right now because I am exhausted as hell. I think also defeated another enemy. So I'm not going to use it right now. I need to start using it next turn. Ready? 5 encounter. Better my suit in my hand. I decked out. I better have my goddamn suit back in my hand. 1 more. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Ooh, decked out. More potential enemies. Shifu and this. Hey, more potential enemies. Hey, more potential enemies. 1, 2, 3. 1. Schemes for just the 2. And attacks. I'm gonna take it. It's -2 damage. And I take 1 damage. And then 1 from the weapon runner, and the cloak goes away. Alright. Encounters. Gets retaliate 1. And I'm an alter ego. Discard 1 card at random from my hand. If it's my suit. If it's my suit, I'm gonna lose my shit. Why'd it go up there? Hey, Crisis Icon for me to copy. I'm in Hero. I take 2. And he heals 2, which he's already at full health, right? Yeah, he's at full health. Alright, first player. Pass the buck. Only have 1 little dude here to kill. What the hell? Alright, what do I got here? I can pretty much play Wolverine. Exhaust this. I will I'll spend Blood Rage to surprise move onto this poor guy. Kill him dead. I don't know where I'm taking that. Removes 3 threat from a side scheme. And I get my cloak back. And a ready. I was thinking about attacking, but I don't think I'm going to. I'm not even going to thwart. Actually, I'm going to thwart. So let me use this to remove 1. So someone's getting exhausted. This is gone. Sorry, Deadpool, you don't get a crisis icon. I can bring in another enemy and kill him. I do have 3 health, and I'd like to flip. It says find an enemy, right? Find a minion. Let's, as an action, find a minion. Let's get the little pathetic dude with the surge. That is not going to do anything. He gets one of these. I'll use a plasma caster to immediately kill him. And remove 2 threat from this, which gets me the cloak. Wait, yeah, it's still basic power, so this is not basic power. I'll flip heal for 4. I'll search my deck for an upgrade. Get men on the wall. I can get Wolvie out too. Let's get Wolverine out. 1, 2, 3. I'll get rid of Mean Swing's so great, but nah. This Wolverine. Also, I get a counter back as a defeated minion. I don't really need this because this will get me minions. So let's do this and get men on the wall. Wolverine will attack for, this is retaliate 1, right? So this would put Wolverine at 1. So Wolverine's going to chill. Wolverine's like, hey, I'm here to fight. By fight, I mean drink. And on to Ellie. So Ellie will heal 1, 2, 3. I will play. I use Quick Learner and multitasking to get my suit out, which is going to stay out for the remainder of the game. I'm never going to lose this again. There's no way it'll ever be discarded from my identity again. I will use the Preston family to search for a Pool or Deadpool card in my deck and add it to my... Actually, let's use the Homemade Teleporter first, because that's how it should be done. Get Quick Learner back in here. I'm not even going to bother shuffling right now because I'm searching for a Pool or Deadpool. And I could grab Healing Factor and add it to my hand. I wouldn't be able to play it. Honestly, I might just take the fucking Healing Factor. I was joking, but now I'm not joking anymore. Let's play get Healing Factor. As a Pool or a Deadpool. 1, sorry princess, but I'm full up on allies right now. 2, 3 for a Healing Factor. So I'm a little immortal now. Flip. I can't even get hit. Got this healing me. I've got this healing me. I will remove 2 threat, 4 threat, or actually, excuse me, 3 more threat. But yeah, I'm actually gonna have Taskmaster attack 2, and he takes 1 retaliate. It is weird seeing pool minions actually get hurt. Funf over here and Zex. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Shark Girl. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Ooh, we're about to deck out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Schemes. Does no damage, so exhaust. I think I've been just blanket exhausting myself. Oh man, I have been making him harder than he needs to be. For schemes for 2. Attacks for over here. I'm completely fine with just taking this. So, oh yes, goodbye. Get out of here. This would have been 2 damage to take. I get one of these. You know what? Let's photographic back at him. So 2 back at him. Don't even have a reason to heal anymore. Actually, so yeah, let's just take it. Let's go back as 2 health. I take the 2 damage. He gets retaliated against for 1. Because my shield. As next turn, I'm just going to heal all this. It doesn't matter. This will be for the big stuff. I've never had her this online before. Oh, ooh. Alright, let's just burn this right now. And Tiger Shark. So Tiger Shark is immediately going to die. I got an army of allies right here that don't give a shit about him. It's one way or another. No, this isn't very side scheme heavy, but fuck it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Yep. I draw 3. Let's go to Investigator. So it's at 5. I will thwart for 3. I will multitask. So 2 and 2. This draws me a card. Shock daggers for 3 onto the Tiger Shark. Oh yeah, speaking of which, hello. Do I have one of everything? I do. And I see cards that I'm more than willing to buy Doug, buy Valentine. And when I need an energy, so buy for Justice. One of each. I will... Man, I could put Quick Learner on Deadpool. That would be pretty funny. Or I could get Endurance out and have 3 more hit points. Speaking of which, exhaust this to heal 2. And then this happens and nothing changes on my game state. Man, do I Endurance or do I Quick Learner and get myself a friendly Amplify icon for no fucking reason? Decisions. This to get a... This is the one that puts it in my deck, right? Puts... So this is... I made her because I do not like pull by their very nature of kind of like fucking over the game just to make Deadpool stronger. So I made it so that she can get rid of these unkillable allies. Let's get Doug back in here. And then I'm actually going to get Endurance in here. 1, 2, 3. And she maxes at 12. Alright. I'm going to leave him alive. 2 damage, 4 damage, 2 threat. Excuse me, 3 threat. In that case, he's actually going to be the other attacker. And one of these 2 will do the thwarting. They're both 2/2s anyways. Let me... You know, that's going to end her turn. She's never going to die. She's never... She doesn't care anymore. She's got 12 health, 2 photographic reflexes, the healing factor, and Deadpool suit. She is Never been so online in her life. On to the Yachtja, who was exhausted, which is unfortunate. Uses his ability to get an upgrade. I've been streaming for an hour and a half, so yeah, I got time. I'm fine. Let's get Yarnborn. Once I finish this turn, I am going to need to go to the bathroom. Flip. I will spend. Ooh, let me. I've got all kinds of fun cards in my hand that I don't want to really use. So now I have base of 5 attack. This to that. I'm going to actually spend 1, 2 to Savage Skewer to deal 4 damage here. And then I will use Moment of Triumph to heal 1 damage. A little weak, but that's just what it is. One heal 1 is healing 1. So defeated, remove 2 threats. I would again get another cloak. So I'm not having any issues getting cloak TNT, because those are not basic attacks, so I don't lose cloak for doing them. I'm fine. 1, 2, 3. He takes 2. Plasma caster to 2. This actually can't change the game state. I get another one of these and end his turn. Boom. Well, that's a hell of a hand. Now I'm finally going to play all the heroes this late into the game. 1, 2, 3. I don't know why I'm doing that. I could have just pressed the number. Ooh, I can get my heroic intuition finally. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So all this, I'm still not even losing on the scheme. Attacks, I don't care. Do it. For 5 damage. Well, that was a little rough. So this is actually the perfect time for me to prop photographic reflexes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did get activated against, so I do still get a counter here. Attacks over here on Predator, which he's got -6 on damage. So he takes nothing. And all the cloaks are gone. 2, 3. Alright, so if I kill multiple enemies in a single turn without even attacking, I'm not losing a single cloaked. Or without using a basic attack, excuse me. Which I have options to do. Because this is an attack. Oh, not this. This is an attack. The Confuse Salad, that's an attack. It's not a basic attack. So he's got a lot of ways to work around his non-existent limit on the. So this flips. Oh, look what happens. This guy. All right, and the villain schemes for discard 1 card or deal 1 damage to each hero. So schemes for 2, 1 damage, and 1 damage. All right, over here. Over here. So I'm afraid of nothing. All the heroes. Finally Hall of Hero the game. I don't know if you know this, but I had that in my deck this whole time. I will exhaust to get 1. Exhaust to remove 2. I could kill him with just this, or I can attack him for 5 damage and kill him. Oh, he's got toughness, so I can't actually. I forgot to put his toughness on. Oh, Wolverine heals 1. So I'm going to attack him, which will kill him because I have piercing. Because I'm a mean person like that. I get a counter on this. He loses 2 off of this. Oh, actually, yeah, I did mean to do the surprise move as well, because that readies me. I get a cloaked. I get a counter on here. I've already put the counter on there. I can spend 2 and Fusillade. So let's do that. Spend 2. Exhaust this to Fusillade for 5 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will attack for 7 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I will Plasma Cast for 2. I can't quite finish him. I'll attack for 3. I literally cannot do that extra 1 damage. Deadpool, go. I choose you, Deadpool. That's just for shits and giggles. It's just it's stabbing time on the villain, which does 4 damage, then 2 damage, then 2 damage. All right. So the changes to Predator after that first game, I was like, oh man, is he really that much weaker, or what the hell happened here? So there's no limit again to his. There's no limit for how many cloaks he can get. So I think you intended for there to be a limit at some point, and that limit is no longer there. I felt no need to ever get Xenomorph. At this point, I was getting enough consistent minions to never even think about finding more minions. At least not in this encounter. In other encounters, it's more useful to find minions. In this one, I was getting enough of them at a steady enough pace to have enough targets to just keep going. I didn't mean to do that. Jungle Stalk. Yeah, I didn't have any value for finding more enemies because I had a consistent stream of enemies out in this game already. So this is probably, yeah, I think this is gonna be the last one I play Predator, at least for the review cycle. What do I think about his new version? I mean, this still doesn't really have a purpose. Once you start getting cloaks out, it kind of doesn't matter. It's still a good card. Prevent 3 damage for 1 cost, and you can cloak yourself. It's still a really good card. I wouldn't say it's one of his top tier, but it's certainly close to it. Savage Striker is another one I wouldn't put in the top tier, but it's certainly close to it. Really strong. Jungle Stalk is... This is extremely good. I just didn't have a use for it this game. That's all. Xenomorph is... I like the change of making him 1 more, because now he requires you to dedicate just that little bit more if you get him early game. If you get him mid game, late game, it kind of doesn't fucking matter because you got a base attack of 5 already in this deck. But it's a really good card to have in here. And for Loxer, of course, still really good. Plasma Caster, extremely strong. Wrist Blade, extremely strong. Biohelmet, extremely strong. Spine Rip, I think, is extremely strong. I just did. This is another one where I played it once this game. Last game I played it like 3 or 4 times, or not last game, but yesterday I played it like 3 or 4 times. I just needed it. I still think Self Destruct is extremely strong, just because I'm not using it. It's one of those cards where you just sit there and hoard it and hoard it and hoard it, and then suddenly you've won. It's still extremely strong. This right here, like out of all the changes that I saw you do, this is one I still wish you would have done, which was put a cap on it. Does it need a cap? Probably not. It's tough. It is a really tough one to pinpoint. I thought, I guess you maybe didn't make a change, because I remember you saying something about like a change for each enemy engaged with you type of deal. It doesn't have that, but I don't know. It's really strong, but at the same time, sometimes it's just like, I want to keep putting counters on this, and then I'll kill big, and then you just kill them beforehand. Ghost Protocol is just a good card. I mean, it's not overpowered like these. It's just a solidly good card. Yacha's Trophy Room is another extremely strong card. You will kill so many minions and hold counters. You'll almost expect to find something like this in like a 4-hand size kind of character than it is in Predator. So what I recommend this for sealing as the current version is, he actually almost feels stronger than he did before. Did he have, let me look here. This is part of the reason why I kept this out here. So let's look at the differences here. So this no longer puts you in cloak. Okay, fine. You can get cloak from this. So this is still covered completely. Nothing has changed on this. Oh, speaking of which, that is right here. This is still, I mean, this is an extremely good card for him. Yeah, it's extremely good for him. I wouldn't like. Here's the thing: his cards as a whole, no individual card feels overpowered. His set feels slightly overpowered. This didn't change. I think this should probably be like a 3 cost. Plasma Caster didn't change, and it can probably stay the same as it is. Wrist Blades can stay the same as it is. This is the old targeted. So, oh, it was a hero response in this card too. Huh. Was I playing it right the whole time? I might have been because I didn't get called out for it. Normally people call me out if I fuck up anything. This did not change. This did not change. This did not change. This did not change. This changed. This did not change. Really not a lot of changes in here. Let me go to the bathroom before I continue this. All right. All right. All right. Back to this. Also, we have to take out his. All right. So. Is there a default in here that says that he can only have one? The characters can only have one cloak status at a time, but oh, okay, so they can only have one. Okay, okay. So I did play him a little wrong both times today. That's on me. You took away the Predator can have any number of cloak statuses, and then I immediately went brain dead on that. So I fucked up today. So I'll tell you what, I am not going to review him tonight. I was going to. I walked away and I went to the bathroom. I was like, I fucked something up, didn't I? I fucked up the entire time about him only being able to put one cloak status. How much did that change the game? Let me think. I would have taken honestly, I probably would have taken only 2 more damage. Because I got rid of all of them on an attack that was 3 damage. Or no, I got rid of all of them one time when it was 1 damage. So I took no damage from 1 damage, which I still would have taken no damage from 1 damage. And then every other time I attacked an enemy with my cloaked statuses on me, I attacked an enemy that was going to die anyways from all the damage I was doing. So even though I fucked up cloaked, I might have only negated like 1 or 2 damage that I shouldn't have. If you're if you're typing angrily at me that I fucked up your cloaked the entire time, this is me saying I acknowledge I fucked up the cloak. Um, so yeah, I forgot that cloak can only have 1 at a time. It's not a permanent stack thing. It's just like confuse and stun and toughness. You can only have 1 unless stated otherwise. So I thought he was stronger than he was, but even then I didn't get a use out of any of that extra strength that I accidentally gave myself. So he got rid of that. This didn't change. So he no longer gets the... So his hero ability is completely changed. His hero ability is essentially his old setup, his old permanent mixed with... yeah, it's just his old permanent now. This is completely gone. So he took a slight hit off of that. He's still extremely strong. I'll play him again tomorrow, as well. I was going to review him tonight, like I said, but I fucked up his cloak. I don't think it impacted the game at all, but I think it's just fair for me to do that again. Do I think he's overpowered, like some people are saying? He's close to it. He's extremely strong. Especially once his board's set up, he is close to high. I wouldn't say he's close. He gets a little hijacky. But a lot of his strength is in dealing with minions. He doesn't have a lot of incentive that other heroes would have, where they're engaged with a minion and then just can go like, oh, well, I'm just going to attack the villain and let this minion hang out on me. He doesn't want that. He wants to just kill the minions all the time. Because of that, Deadpool actually stole a lot of damage onto the villain. Her and her cavalcade of friends. So is he overpowered? He's certainly strong as fuck. I don't think I'd say he's overpowered. No, at least not in this current form that I fucked up. Again, SuperTNT. If you, I know you've been watching these. If you watch this video, this VOD, and you've typed before you finish the VOD to tell me that I was putting too many cloak statuses on myself. I know. I don't think it impacted the game much at all, though. Yeah, that's where I stand at. I'm gonna do another playtest of them. I'll probably playtest them alongside Nightwing. If you looked at my table when I loaded it up, I had a bunch of Justice and I had Nightwing out. That's because I was looking at building his deck and I was like, oh, it's like 3 o'clock, 3:30, something like that. I might as well start my stream up. So yeah, I'm gonna end my stream there. I'll play Predator again tomorrow, probably with Nightwing. Where do I feel on Deadpool? She's working. She's working really well. She's doing what she needs to do. I could probably put her in beta, and maybe people won't be scared of playing a beta hero. She's working. She does what she needs to do. Yeah. And my stream there. Still some snow on the ground, so if you're on the East Coast, stay safe. Have a good morning / evening / day, night, wherever you may be. Yeah.